What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy T back with another video. I'm gonna check what it is like to be black in India. You know, for black people, what it is like, the experience, what they go through every day. We're gonna check out this video is by Jubilee, being black in Asia. Let's just check it out, and you tell me what you think, guys, in the comment section down below. So yeah, let's go.
It's sad to say what I'm going to say. We don't matter right now.
Damn.
So I like India because I have the outlook of a Nigerian, but I have the inside personality of an Indian too. And be my true authentic self is what makes me happy living here.
In order to make activism work, you need to have the backbone of other people, not only black people.
So you find it easy to date?
It's easy to date.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's not easy, man.
Roslyn Ahe,
Peter?
Mary,
Joshua.
Deidre.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ರಾಮನಾಥ್ ನಾನು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ
yes, people question me every day of my life, but this is definitely home.
Okay.
India is one of the world's oldest civilizations, dating back to roughly 2500 BC. The country is best known for its spice, textile, and entertainment industries, which are influenced by India's 2,000 different ethnic groups.
Mad.
But out of a population
Mad.
of close to 1.4 billion people, only about 60,000 are of African descent. The first black
60,000
people arrived
only.
in India from Africa
Wow.
during the 4th century, some as slaves and others as merchants.
Okay, so right now they're giving us some type of, just an introduction of some sorts. Yeah, but I'll be moving mainly from, I'll be checking the questions that they're being asked during the video, not only just moving from, like, watching the whole video, because the whole video is 26 minutes. If you want, I'm gonna put the link down below, then you guys can check it out. Let's go.
16th century, many of the free Africans served as warriors and rulers, but those enslaved remained as outcasts with low status. Their descendants, a tribal community known as the cities, continue to live in the forest to this day.
I've heard of these,
We brought together a spectrum of black people, from mixed race individuals to natives to expats, to learn about their culture, community, and the black experience.
That's a good idea, Let's go.
I find it easy to make friends in India. 3, 2, 1.
What? So we got. Wait. We have strongly agree, disagree, somewhat disagree, somewhat agree. Okay. We have 3 people going for what? 3 people disagreeing, 1 somewhat agree, 2 agree on strongly agree. I don't know.
You find easy to find friends?
Yeah, I've always found it easy to make friends. I'm a people's person. I just go up to them and speak to them.
For me, when I try to make friendship, they'll just go away. They said, you are something different from us. We can't trust you. That's what they say. So I feel, no, it's not that
It's
easy
tough,
to make
man.
friendship.
It's not
I
that
think
easy.
everyone in this
Honestly.
room will agree. Everyone has faced the
We've
same
all
thing.
faced
Yeah.
it,
But I think I kind of use that to my advantage. And I go in with a particular perspective that I know I'm different. And that is why you probably should be friends with me.
Bro.
When I was still home, I used to read about India because I loved India even when I was young. I wanted to come and study here. So I used to read about India. I knew some things here and there. From observation, most of those that are open-minded once lived outside. And then they come, so they've met other people.
I feel like it's hard to make friends because you already know the idea they have of you because they literally use stereotypes and perceptions. I've had like moments where I have been approached like by Indians, and the first thing they assume is like I'm from Nigeria, which is like, okay, it's not bad. Like Nigeria is a country, but at least try and ask me where I'm
Where
from.
are you from? Yeah.
Facts.
People ask you that question
Facts.
of, just assuming you're from Nigeria. Probably you got to understand that that's the only thing they know, right? They're ignorant. So you got to approach that with sometimes with a little bit of empathy. Took me a while to understand that not everybody is that educated or well-traveled to know everything.
You don't have to
Well-traveled.
travel to know things.
Right.
Not everyone knows everything, right?
But not everybody has the privilege also.
If you take my friends, for example, like my school friends, initially we were in school, we obviously had an altercation and stuff like that. But now, today, it's because of me that they can see it through my lens and look at other people of color differently. Isn't that a win? I think it's a win.
Hold on a minute. You know what? It's very hard to make friends. I've been in India for a long time, and people are friendly. You know, they are friendly to some extent, but it's hard to then make friends. You know, to actually be at a point to call them. I got friends. I have some Indian friends. You know, I have people that are close to me, but we're not talking about 1 or 2 people. We're talking about actually, you know, spending like 3 years in India and not have like 10 friends, 10 people that you can call, you know, I have 10 friends. Indians, I do feel Indians are friendly. You know, I've said this in many of my videos. But there's a thing, I think you guys, you judge each other in a way, you know, when somebody, especially girls, if girls get close to, you know, black guys, you know, not even in a romantic way, just talking, I think you guys judge each other, like, what's going on, what are you doing, you know, all those things, why are you getting close, you know, you start asking questions, what is it about, what exactly is going on between you two. I've seen that a lot. So it's hard. You guys are hesitant, you know, you're hesitant. It's like, and even if we're talking, I think it's easier for you guys to just talk in person, you know. One, it's hard because of language, it's hard because maybe we won't link in so many things, even though we want. So Africans that I know, that are around me even, this side, they just tend to be like, okay, you know what, if you guys don't feel comfortable and okay to be around us, then okay, you know, we're just gonna do our thing and you guys can do your thing. Even though we are in this country, just gonna learn and go home, you know, just like that. So it's a bit hard, honestly. If you're being honest, it's a bit hard.
My name is Peter Muka Manuel. My mother is Indian. My dad's Nigerian.
Oh,
I was born in Nigeria, and then we came to India with my mother, my sister, and
mixed
me.
race.
So my sister Rosalind and I, we are really
Oh, that's
close.
his sister.
For sure. Even though she's the older one, I've always been the protective one.
And she's
Growing
the
up,
old
I
one.
didn't want to
Okay.
accept that I'm Nigerian. Everyone around school and stuff look a particular way. And then you're picked on, or you're tried to be picked on because of the way you look. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Making friends in school, initially it was tough.
To me, you've always been like Indian, you know, we don't think about stuff like I've never looked at you as direct Hindi mein, ya jo bhi hai. That's how we speak. That's how we speak, right?
I mean, it's different, man. There's some people, they do that.
Obviously, you look different, and different is not bad. And then you start talking to them like hey, what the fuck, dude? You're just
So
like
many
the rest of us.
Indians like this guy.
Neville Irani has
So
been
many.
one of my closest friends since I was a kid. The good side of being black came to me from sports, right?
Yeah.
I just got all the attention because of that. As I grew up, I think I got
The
more
good
interested
side
in the culture
came
because
from
I
sports.
felt like if there is something so different about me, which I am not seeing and the world is, there has to be something there. So I started digging deeper, and I think a part of me started accepting being from there because that is who I am.
Okay, so this guy right here, we can see we have mixed race, you know, which is good for this project. You know, it's good to have mixed race, good to have natives. We see where there's one guy who's a native there. So there are parts that they're explaining all these things. I'm gonna jump them, and you guys can, you know, as I said, I'm gonna put the link down below. You can check it out, and you know, just if you wanna understand more and get to see the whole video, you can check it out. What I wanna know these questions and how they're answering their answers, and whatnot, you know. So let's just get back to the video, and the next question is, dating in India is hard for me. I'll give my thoughts later.
Dating in India is hard for me. 3, 2,
It's
1.
very hard. It's the hardest.
Oh, wow.
It's very hard.
You need to
Yeah. Dating, no?
dating.
It's very hard.
So you disagree.
Yes.
So you find it easy to
It's
date in
easy
India?
No.
to date.
Yeah, of course.
No, no.
You're the
Okay.
same person who said
Tell me
your
more.
friendship was.
If you're really trying to understand them,
No.
and if our ideology is like similar, then it's easy to.
So you're saying if you approach a woman
Yeah.
who you really like,
Yeah. So
and
if,
she's
if
okay.
she agree, what I believe.
no.
If she agrees, no, my guy, no.
Let me rephrase.
Okay.
This is how you look. This is a woman, possibly an Indian looking woman, okay? You are
Yeah.
interested in her, okay? You approach her and
Dating
she
cannot
will
be from
speak.
one side, right?
No, listen, it can be from all sides, but right now,
But he
right now
has
it's,
no. He has a point there.
Yeah.
He has a point there. Dating can't be from one side.
One side.
It
He
can.
definitely
I
has a
can
point.
like anything, but I can't get it right.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
you can like, but it's
So
not that
if
easy,
she
man.
agree, then we can date.
No, has that happened to you? Like, is it
Definitely, yeah,
when
yeah.
you approach someone, has it been smooth
It could
going?
never be
If she
smooth.
really likes me or like what I am, my personality, then she can agree. So we can have it.
I think I get what he's saying. He's talking about the process that once you'll get to know each other, dating a person from in the Indian culture, whether there's like a blend and whether it's easy to keep a woman happy.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's saying.
Nah.
So how often has that
Because I
happened?
have everything which other people have. When I approach an Indian woman, definitely there are some women who really likes me because my personality. Because when they get to know about me, that struggle which I have to come over of this level, then they really agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like for him, it can be easier because he's native, right? He's native. So he's from there, you know, they know. But it's not easy for all of us. If I can tell you, if you can have a girl that you like, you know, it can be from class, it can be you met outside, whatever, doing errands and so forth. But it's not that easy to get to express, to get to talk to them. Because one, they might even like you back, but they are afraid of the community, they're afraid of even the guys, the Indian guys at school, they're afraid of being judged. You know, there's a lot of things, man, and you know, this slight discrimination that is there, the caste system that are there, you know, difference in religion. We have to be honest, okay? We have to be honest, and it's hard for black people to date Indians. It's hard. It can be easier if the Indian is Christian and I'm Christian, right? That's easier. It can be easier if the Indian girl is from Northeast. It's easier that way. Otherwise, man, brother, it's not. It's never easy. Never, not even in the slightest. It's one of the hardest things ever. Trust me, I've been in India. Even blacks are just scared, you know, like, I can't approach an Indian girl, you know, because of this and that. It's hard, trust me. If you want to be honest, you know that it's hard.
Even thought about dating Indian men.
Why?
Because for me personally, I feel like they would say no.
They
And
won't
like
say
coming
no.
from their background and the caste system,
The men
which
won't
is
say
also
no.
very, very strict. I feel dating outside their race is something that most of them don't actually even think of. They're mostly like
You've never
going-
been approached?
No.
Okay.
No.
You mean to say that you never tried?
I don't want to try.
She doesn't want to try.
No, I'm not offended.
So for me, like what she said, you have like these Indians approach you, you start talking, and then I don't think they even care about you inside or who you are. I'm not the person that's like, no, I can't be with an Indian, I
Right.
can't be. No, I like people for who they are as human beings. So I give people a chance to like get to know them.
I have been told, especially by my female friends, that most, I don't know, there's this perception that people think that every black woman is good at sex. So
That is
That's
true.
another thing.
yeah.
That
so
is
obviously, most people who've been approached by Indian guys, it's just been all about that, not even about like a long-term relationship.
Most of the time, their approach is always intimacy at the start.
Yeah.
But then you give this person a chance, and before it even goes anywhere left, they're already talking about everything that they think black women do.
That's
I
crazy.
somewhat agree. There was once where one guy said, yeah, we can date, but no one needs to know.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
That would
So,
be really crazy.
few years later, I met my husband who actually likes black women.
Oh.
Like he specifically said that to his
Look,
friend
you know,
that
there are people who genuinely, like, when we're giving these facts, these thoughts out, we're not saying like all Indians are like this. We're not putting them in a box and say this is how they are. But it's hard, you know. The black girls that are here, black women that are here, that are friends of mine and so forth, you know, they do talk about this. Like Indians, like men, they just think black women, you know, they can easily offer sex, you know, and when they are approached, it's all about getting into a relationship. Not all of them, obviously, but most of them, it's all about, you know, sex, how much. And I know that is because of, you know, some girls that are brought here because of that, which is bad, it's not right. But, you know, it's bad to just assume that this girl, all of them, they're here for sex and they can give me free sex. You know, that is not the right way to go. But yeah, it needs to change. It needs to change and have a different feel. Anyway, let's check out this. Let's go to the next one and just try to understand as well what exactly is going on. I would like to hear your thoughts, guys. What you think about all this? What it is exactly that you... Do you think it's easier for black people? Do you think it's easier for you guys as well to, you know, to get into a relationship, you know, with black people or not? Let's go. Next question.
I feel free to practice activism around black issues in India. 3, 2, 1.
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah. Wow.
In order for you to protest and rally and participate in all these things, we actually need to feel that we have the right to do so. Let me give an example of, you know, this famous, like the recent Black Lives Movement for Breonna Taylor and George Floyd.
Yeah.
You could actually see that when the black people in America were protesting, they were actually being backed by so many politicians, by people from other races, like the entire world. On Instagram, Twitter, everybody was posting about Black Lives Matter. Everyone was saying that enough is enough. And I feel like in order to make activism work, you need to have the backbone of other people, not only black people.
honestly speaking, we are not the majority. We are a
just a subtract, just very small
minority.
handpicked
minority.
Yeah. Take for example, in the whole of Mumbai, growing up, I only knew my brother as another black guy. So that's how insignificant it is here.
We do have racism when it comes to black and Africans. But I always differentiated between casual racism, right, and hate racism.
What exactly
In
is
India, we
casual racism? What exactly is the definition of casual? You know, where do we draw a line and say, well, this is just casual, you know? Like what? Is it like when you are ignorant? What exactly is casual? And hate, okay, I understand hate racism, but casual racism, what exactly, like what? Just thinking, okay, this guy is different. You know, like what they do in banks when they're giving out services, they opt to choose Indians first because they are people. Is that what casual means? I don't know. Tell me, help me out, guys, in the comment section. I would love to know because this is huge. You know, it's huge for us, and you know, I'm happy that Jubilee did this. You know, it helps us understand and just get to a wide understanding, and people get to know what's going on as well with this. Anyway, let's continue. Let's go.
at the moment have hate racism to an extent where people are being murdered.
We actually
Right?
do.
It's there.
when
No, it's
I'm talking
there
about
here in
numbers,
India.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in America, right?
Black
it's
men.
happening every
Black
day.
people are getting
always
killed
getting
here.
shot.
So it gets to a point where you can't take enough, right? Here, like you said, it's happening, right? But how many people know about it?
Yeah.
Because it
Because
happens
nobody-
once. Yeah, exactly, because
But
we
no
don't
one
have
talks about
numbers.
it.
Nobody talks about it.
Nobody talks about it because it's not been
We
highlighted.
are not, it's sad to say what I'm going to say. We don't matter right now.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
We don't matter.
that's the hard fact.
Yeah, but that's the problem
they
as
matter
well.
because the people
That's the problem, you know, having to point out that we don't matter. I know what it means and all, but that's the problem in India. If you know they think as well, if Indians think as well, these guys, they don't matter. Bro, people are getting killed here. I know, like, it happens even to Indians, you know, even the raps and all that. But it's not supposed to be happening, you know. 'Cause it happens within their own people as well. So it is crazy. It is crazy. We know of things in Delhi where even black students, they die. You know, they get beaten up by, you know, other students, you know, Indian students and all that. That's crazy. It's not supposed to be happening, you know. And what he's saying, like, it doesn't go out there because of our numbers. It doesn't have to be about numbers. If one person die, that's a problem. We don't need to get 100 people to die until, you know, like, before they start having a movement or something like that. We don't need a movement. It just needs to be cut down. But we're a long way from there. You know, clearly we're a long way from there. Let's go.
The
They have
black lives that
ancestors.
are fighting for black lives over there come from power. Like, again, I repeat myself, the people who are protesting, even when it comes to even Twitter or whatever, are people like Beyonce and people who have
You
power
have
in
people,
the world.
yes.
I feel like that's not really true, because if you follow all these movements, the people who've
They
actually
started-
led the movements are actually people my age.
True.
People in university.
100%.
The person who
Exactly.
recorded George Floyd's death
Exactly.
was a girl
100%.
my
Right.
age.
Yes.
It was not Beyonce.
I know.
She's the one who posted on social media. You know, and you're saying that how many deaths compared to America here? We don't need black
We don't
people
need
to
it.
die.
Exactly.
Thank
For people to
you.
realize that we don't have to be treated in a bad way.
It's just as simple as that, honestly. Alright, you know, I'm gonna move forward to the next question right over here. I have experienced colorism in India. Man, a lot. A lot of it. When you're buying, when you are doing your rounds, when you're visiting places, you go to malls or malls, it's a bit different, but it's there, man. It's there. You see it every day, everywhere. You know, the thing is, you know, all these points that are being said, it's just that what you experience here and there. It's not like every day. It's not like you see it in, you know, every Indian. I have some very good, cool Indian friends, man, who don't even think about this. So you gotta bear that in mind as well. Let's go.
In India, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Yep.
That's
Strongly agree. Strongly agree.
What is that
Yeah.
thing that you're disagreeing with, like, slightly?
It happens a lot with me. I am always judged based on my color.
Right.
When I went for an interview, they said, hey, you're too black to
Get the job.
to get the job.
Yeah.
And so that is why I would strongly disagree. And why I said I was just being too kind, also I do agree, and is because sometimes not everybody is like this, you know.
I see what you're saying. I was doing that earlier.
You are
it's
too
a
black
thing. Like,
I've
to get
tried
a
my
job.
I've struggled with this,
Yeah.
like, to see this, but when it comes to colorism, why I say in India it's so prevalent is it doesn't even boil down to where you're from, right? Now, what ethnicity you are or whatever.
Yeah.
Because from childhood,
Yeah.
I've been here since
That's
I was
a
a kid,
good
right?
point.
So in the same school I went to, even I was called Kalia, and even another Indian kid who's probably from the south was called Kalia. So there was no difference, you know what
the
I'm saying?
meaning is the same.
It's the same.
But the thought is different.
Oh no, trust me, when you're a child, that time for them it's the color, because from
Yeah.
childhood there have been things like you hear a mother tell the daughter, like, don't play in the sun, you'll get dark.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's really
What?
It does
bad.
impact, because for me also it has impacted when I was growing up. Before I got into modeling and stuff, I was always shy to be in front of the camera. I never
Yes.
ever took pictures. Didn't like looking at myself in the mirror. Tried all this fairness cream and all this stuff just so I could change my skin color. But I think growing up has made me realize.
Tell me
like,
what you think,
lost
guys,
the-
in the comment section about you know, all this. It's crazy, man. But colorism is there, and I agree. You know, that sometimes it's not about if you're only African or if you're black. It happens within Indians as well. If you're Indian and you're a bit dark, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. You guys say that it's not there, but it's there. We have seen it as Africans, you know. We have seen it. It's there, just within your own people, man. Let's go to I think this is the last question or something like that. You know, let's go.
And y'all don't look anything like her.
But the first step that I have
Apparently, she
taken
has
is to
an
first be
Indian husband
comfortable
and
in
they have
myself and the way
twins.
I look.
That's beautiful.
I feel at home in
Feel
India.
at home.
3,
Ooh,
2,
that's a good question, you know. Oh. Mary disagrees, man.
Okay, so I strongly disagree because, first of all, India is not home, so I'm not even supposed to feel like home. Then, secondly, it gets worse where you're already different, so you're treated different based on how you look. Thirdly, everything, what they believe in, and everything reminds you of how much you're not home, so it's difficult to feel at home wherever you go.
Okay.
My
You know,
name is
I understand. I understand what she's talking about, what she's saying, and you know what it makes it, why she's feeling that way. It's understandable. Honestly, it is. Like, you know, when you see a lot of things that are different, you can see things in different angles. You know, and if you are not really blending in, and if the people are not allowing us to blend, like how India is closed, man. It's so closed. You know, they need to open up a bit. You need to open up a bit and let the outside just come in so that you get to understand how other people are from the outside. But I think India is somehow scared of, you know, staining their religion, staining their cultures, and staining, you know, just everything that they believe in, because allowing other countries, other people to get in means their culture is going to come in and their children are going to start to follow all that. I understand that, you know, but that is why sometimes blacks might not feel at home, even though we are somehow similar with Indians. Personally, I found India to be a home for me, you know, with the friends that I have, be it the blacks that I, you know, even the Indians. I've enjoyed India in a way that I really feel like I am home. You know, I just try to maneuver around, you know, the bad things, just ignore them because they're gonna be there. You come to my country, Zimbabwe, you're gonna find one or two people that might be bad, you know, but it's most likely, you know, just a few, you know, but it is what it is, man. I understand what you're saying, and most of the other guys, they said we agree, you know, like it's home for them. The other reason for that is we have mixed races there, right? We have a native, so it is their home. They grew up here, they have Indian mothers, so they will feel a strong connection. If there were only Africans there that came here for school or for work, we would have seen slightly different answers compared to what is there right now. Let's see what they are talking about.
I do agree that India is my home. This is a small world which I have. There are a lot of other world which hate me and
Yeah, you don't feel accepted.
yeah, I don't think about. Yeah, it may affect me, but when I go to my home, my community, it is my world. So
That's
that's
good,
why
man.
I
That's
agree
good.
to be India my home.
I think for someone to actually call it a home, you have to experience good stuff. You have to experience
Right.
bad things as well. And yeah, I've made friends here. I have my family here, so I can call India my home now because I've been here also for quite a long time.
I came during my early teens,
Understandable.
and I'm still here out of my teens, and I've had my family live with me here, so it literally just became a home to me somewhat because I left my home country early, and this has been the second country where I've actually stayed.
Well, I feel this is home because
All right, so you know, it's I like that she owned up, you know, what she did. The girl called Mary, she owned up. She just said, you know what, I feel it's different. You know, I just feel what I feel is different. Not like trying to be like, oh, okay, Indians are gonna watch this, so let me just say I feel like it's home. But she owned up and she's there. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, you can check out more of this in the link down below. And tell me what you guys think. This was amazing. I loved it 100%. You know, just to hear their thoughts, what they think. And this is happening, you know, this is happening. We had native, we had mixed race there, which is good. We have to get how it is from different people. So yeah, man, love you all. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. See you later. Peace.